Hi Aries, welcome to your August 2022 Tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aries, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large over the course of August 2022. Can you believe we're so far into the year already? You have the Six of Cups. This is beautiful. So for some of you, this looks like you're taking remedial actions over the course of this month. So what do I mean by that? It looks like, so yes, the Six of Cups, it's a happy card. It's a card of memories and past and nostalgia and all the rest of it. But this really speaks to me like this month, I feel like you're taking the steps towards mending something. So this could be a friendship, it could be a sibling relationship. There's something this week that you are setting out to fix. Something that you are, it's kind of like you're taking this month, you're taking a remedial action. So it's like, you know what, there's a problem here in my relationship with this friend, or there's a, you know, something that I've been experiencing with maybe even with a partner. This is about you looking to get back to the good old days in some way, shape or form. So it's kind of like you're saying, okay, things aren't where we would like them to be, and I can accept my part in that, but I'm going to take the actions that I need to in a remedial sense to make them better than they are. So I really like this because it's like you're bringing not only your best qualities forward, but you're also allowing yourself to say, look, okay, things aren't where they want to be, but I'm going to do my part at least in order to get them there. And more importantly, I'm going to take the right action steps to make that so. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Especially, look, right, with the Six of Cups. If you're trying to mend a relationship, if you're trying to, you know, whether a professional, personal or platonic relationship, you've got the green light here, right? This is, you know, you can have the hard conversations, you can say the difficult things. And my dear Aries, you will be able to hear some of the difficult things as well. Maybe things that you don't necessarily want to hear about yourself, or, you know, you haven't really considered how other people view you or see you. But in all of this, and by taking these actions to kind of rectify or even mend rifts in some way, shape or form, it's like the results that you would hope for extending an olive branch, or, you know, asking somebody to talk it out, or, you know, whatever it might be. You know, they have really great results, and that's actually really beautiful. What more can you ask for if you're going to pour your heart out, right? For your come on brain, for those of you, and for your communications and conversations, you got the Nine of Cups, which means whatever your desired outcome is from the conversations that you're having this month, there is a chance for them to succeed, right? There is definitely possibilities opening up around those things. I really, really love that. I mean, what a pairing to have. You know, when it comes to the professional sphere as well, this is advancement for everybody, whether you're studying or, you know, we tend to get more into the nitty gritty and the detail when we come into the month, to the weeklies, which is where I pull, also, should I say, which is where I pull, you know, I pull these from there. But this is actually really nice, and it bodes very well for your communications and your professional sphere over the month. If you're looking for work, this is great. If you are retired and no longer working, this could be some conversation that goes a very long way to mending something. So for your love and relations, you've got the Queen of Swords. So for those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term connections, I really feel that this is, so for a lot of you, this could be a relationship. It could be some remedial action that is being taken when it comes to the love sector. Now, the reason I like that Queen of Swords, yes, it can be a challenging card, But I like this because it's like you're fighting for the relationship. So you're not fighting with your partner, you're fighting for your partner. For some of you, maybe this is on their behalf. For some of you, this is maybe trying to rectify something in the relationship that hasn't quite been working, but the results are absolutely there. For those of you that are single, you could be meeting a Libra or an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I'm going to go with Libra because for me, the Queen of Swords is Libra. What I really love about this, for those of you that are single, it's like you're fighting to carve out time in your life for love. So if you've been maybe seeing someone and they say, look, you know, you're really nice and yeah, we have a great time, I just don't feel like you're ready, or I don't feel like you're available. Maybe you've heard that recently and it's like you're taking the right steps to say, okay, you know what, if you're serious about us, I will fight for you. And I actually really like that. It's like there's something being mended in all forms of relationships this week, this month even, which could be very nice. For your money and materials, you have the Page of Cups. So a lot of you are getting really serious about your money-making enterprises this month. And it looks like you're really kind of putting it down when it comes to making more money, when it comes to bringing more finances in. But because it is the Page of Cups, it's like you're saying, no, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to make more money, if I'm going to put my heart and soul into my work, you know, and find a balance between that and my relationship, it's got to be right. You know, it can't just be something for the sake of it. So I like this. This is you really taking care of that work-life balance and also bringing your passion projects to life, the things that you actually love to do. It's like you're looking at ways to monetize that and find ways of making money moving forward. So this could be really nice. So for your weeks of the month, for the first week of the month, you've got the Chariot card with the Six of Cups. Absolutely beautiful energy. What I like most about this is it suggests that there is a strategy here. So you have a clear idea of where you want things to go, which is great. The only thing that I will say to you, because, you know, sometimes the Tower card can be well, it's not sometimes, the opposite of the Chariot card. So when we do things too quickly or we have too much of a strong will or our own agenda, we could meet the Tower. But that Chariot card says you've already got the success. You're already heading in the right way by taking certain actions. Make sure that you're not doing this from a place of an agenda. And the way that you will know that you're not doing this from a place of an agenda is by letting somebody know that you're taking these remedial actions for a reason. For your second week of the month, you've got the Death card. So this is the end of the challenge. It's the end of the rift, which I actually really like. For those of you, and I don't say this easily, but for those of you that know somebody who has been suffering or who's been through a tough time of it with health, this may be a time where you hear of a transition, but it's not like a sudden awful kind of ending. This will be more like a release and everybody will feel peace for it. It's like, you know what, this person's quality of life wasn't where it was once before, or maybe they weren't as independent as they wanted to be. Like, it will be a release. It won't be, you know, all death in some way, shape or form is can be painful when we hear about it. But, you know, sometimes, especially if somebody's old or they've been very sick, it's like, you know what, they left because it was, you know, it was an easier transition. So, you know, there could be that of it. But like I said, I feel like this is the end of a rift, the end of a problem, the end of challenges in some way. For your Heart and Half, you've got the Fool card. So I stand corrected. This person may be a Libra, but they could also be an Aquarius because the Fool card has Aquarian energy. So it's very possible that if you're meeting someone new or you're interacting with somebody. Now, the thing that I need to say to those of you that are single, this will be somebody that is completely new to you. Whenever the Fool card shows up with a Court card, this is somebody that you don't know, and it's somebody that will impact your life in some way, shape or form. So if you're single and looking, you could be meeting an air sign this month that could make all the difference. For those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, this is a fresh start. It's the start of something new. It's the start of something new. Feels so right. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's a little rendition of, oh gosh, what's it called? High School Musical. Yes, I know. For your, oh wow, look at that. You've got, so as I'm recording this, we're literally at the tail end of Cancer season, and the High Priestess is ruled by Cancer. What I am going to say to you, whatever you're setting into motion over the course of this month in August, you will be continuing to reap the benefits or make money from or pull money or resources from that over the course of the next year. I am going to say this though, it looks like a lot of you, whatever you're starting, you're going to be in this for the long haul. It's not going to be something that just kind of shows up and gives its fruits or its money you know, overnight. So whatever you're in, it looks like you're in it for the long haul or the long run, which could be great. And for a lot of you, like I said, I feel like this is you working on it behind the scenes or in quiet or in secret in some way. Follow your intuition this month as well when it comes to money making, because it's going to be spot on. So for your new moon message, you have the Gate 34 and Power. And this card is basically saying that the new moon in Virgo this month is really asking you to find out what your uniqueness is, because it's in your uniqueness that you're going to discover your power and your gifts. And then the full moon in the sign of Aquarius is the Gate 58 and Joy. And this really is like, I mean, look at the card. It's absolutely beautiful. And if that doesn't say joy, I don't know what does. Look, right? And the message behind the full moon in Aquarius. And I got to say, the full moon in Aquarius every year is usually quite nice. This one looks like it's going to be a little bit more challenging. But really, the message, I believe, is finding the joy in what is available to you, regardless of whether it looks the way that you want it to or not. This is about enjoying what is rather than always wishing for what else you could have. All right, so with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Short messages this month, got a lot going on, all to be revealed. Take care, and I'll see you soon.